moment you step foot in Prayagraj, there is a current. I was there in this phenomena, and just to see everyone around you saying Har Har Mahadev, Har Har Mahadev, just so positive. Timing of each of the kumbhs is based on planetary position. अगर आप महाकुंभ जा रहे हैं, आप जरूर भक्ति कीजिए, सत्कर्म कीजिए और दान कीजिए. This is non-negotiable. There is a manthan that is going on inside of us every single day. हमें पता है कि हमारी बेस टेंडेंसीज हैं, मटीरियलिस्टिक हैं, मोह माया में हम सब डूबे हुए हैं. बट हाउ डू वी राइज अबव? लोग पागलों की तरह जाएं महाकुंभ. एक पागलपन है.
हाँ,
जुनून है. बिकॉज देयर इज अ पुल. दैट प्लेस इज पुलिंग.
Even more mysterious are the Aghori Babas. कोई लोग कहते हैं that they eat the flesh of dead bodies. क्या सच है, क्या झूठ है, वो क्यों आते हैं महाकुंभ?
I think they come to...
Hi, I'm Stuti. Welcome to the Sangam Project, a show bringing ideas, people and experiences together. Today is the Mahakumbh special episode. From the Naga Sadhus to the Aghoris to the Kinnar Akhada to the actual moment when I took that dip in the Triveni Sangam. My experience was magical. My guest today is also someone who's been to the Mahakumbh not once but twice. Welcome Bani, a former broadcast journalist turned Jyotish teacher who is no stranger to ancient wisdom. Thank you Bani for having me at your beautiful space, and I'm so excited to have this conversation with you. So the main purpose of the Sangam project is to bring people together in an increasingly lonely world. And that is why मुझे बात करनी थी आपसे about the Mahakumbh, which has been the largest gathering of humanity, united by the thread of faith. And it's so timely and relevant because I was just there 2 days ago. And I know you've not been there not once, twice. You've spent a significant amount of time at the Mahakumbh. So I want to start off the conversation by asking you कि हमारे शास्त्रों में लिखा है कि अगर हम त्रिवेणी संगम में स्नान करें तो हमारे पाप मिट जाते हैं, मोक्ष मिल जाता है. Is this true?
Well, taking a dip, doing a स्नान in various, and हमारी सारी जो नदियाँ हैं वो जीव नदियाँ हैं. तो there is a significance for each particular month, right? So Magh Mas में, which is when this Mahakumbh is taking place, a large portion of it, Magh Mas में प्रयागराज में कल्पवास करना and doing a स्नान at the Sangam gives Akshay Punya. So that is very much there in our Shastras, which is why you see how people are gravitating towards the Mahakumbh. It's a phenomena. The moment you step foot in Prayagraj, there is a current.
I felt it.
There's a current. I'm not someone very good with crowds. It does make me a bit nervous. But I was there in this phenomena, and just to see everyone around you saying Har Har Mahadev, and happy, just so positive. If you were there on an Amrit Snan day, you would have experienced this ocean of people. Wherever you looked, there were people who were just sitting with one, they've got one set of clothing, maybe something to like sleep on, like a little, kaleen or whatever. And they're just sitting across the Sangam waiting कि जैसे ही वो अमृत स्नान का मुहूर्त आएगा हम नहा के हम चले जाएंगे. तो बस they were just there and happy, and I actually spoke to a lot of them. I said आप यहाँ क्यों आए हैं, इतनी दूर से आए हैं, चल के आए हैं, टिकट नहीं थी, काफ़ी मतलब 6-6, 8-8, 10-10 घंटे चल के आए हैं, तो आप क्यों आए हो? Then हम अपने पाप धोने आए हैं. मैंने कहा आपको बिलीफ है कि आपके पाप धुलेंगे? जी बिल्कुल, हम पूरे परिवार को लेके आए हैं. A lot of people asked me, should we bring our children? Of course you should take your children.
So it is safe for children to go.
Of course it is safe. Don't avoid the Amrit Snan days.
So what is these? So there are Shahi Snans.
So Shahi and Amrit is the same. Amrit Snan is what we call it.
And then, so these are about 4 or 5 days?
5, I think. Now we have Magh Purnima and then we have Mahashivratri.
So, ye 5 Snan days, why are they more significant than, say, going on any other day?
Why is the Mahakumbh happening right now? It's all about the astronomy. Jyotish is a large part of it, because when each of these, the timing of each of the kumbhs is based on planetary positions.
Okay.
Right? And those planetary positions will come bang on time when they have to come, because it's like clockwork. And it's these planetary positions, and even if we narrow it down, it's the alignment of Guru, that is Jupiter,
Okay.
and Surya, that is the sun.
Okay.
Guru represents, or Jupiter represents the हमारा आकाश तत्व. सबको वो bind करके रखते हैं. Ether is what binds everyone together. इतनी gathering में सब इतने bonded थे.
हाँ.
कैसे थे? This is the divine grace of Brihaspati, of Jupiter. So Jupiter is the most auspicious, 100% pure. What we say is Amrit Tattva, which is what everyone is going to the Mahakumbh to access. Surya, everyone knows the importance of the sun. Sarva Papaharam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamamyaham. So the alignment of these two Sattvic grahas, when they come about, because see, Jupiter is knowledge. A large part of being at the Mahakumbh is to access spiritual knowledge. वहाँ आप भक्ति कीजिए. अगर आप महाकुंभ जा रहे हैं, आप जरूर भक्ति कीजिए, सत्कर्म कीजिए और दान कीजिए. ये this is non-negotiable. एक पूरा क्षेत्र है जो पवित्र हो गया है. क्यों पवित्र हो गया है? Because जो combinations हैं, जो vibrations हैं, जो energy है, सब charge हो गई है. Jupiter, when it's in Aquarius and when Sun is in Aries, is the Hardwar. वहाँ कुंभ होता है. हाँ. और हरिद्वार, कुछ लोग हरिद्वार कहते हैं, कुछ हरिद्वार कहते हैं. बट ये हरि और हर का दरवाजा है. हरि is
I didn't know that. Lovely.
So हरि is पालन करता, हमारे कष्टों को हरते हैं. And हर हमारी मृत्यु को हरते हैं. So it's that gateway, it's that doorway.
True. तो ये बहुत लोगों के माइंड में कंफ्यूजन है कि अगर हम स्नान करने जा रहे हैं तो क्योंकि तीर्थ यात्रा है, किस तरफ टर्न होना चाहिए, क्या मंत्र बोलने चाहिए. So what are the do's and don'ts they should keep in mind when they've actually reached the Triveni Sangam?
When you're going to take a snan, it's not like you just, you reach Prayagraj and you go for the snan. It requires a certain preparation.
Yeah.
जितना ज़्यादा preparation, जितना ज़्यादा effort, उतना ज़्यादा ही पुण्य. It's all about the effort. 21 days, 11 days, 7 days, 3 days before.
Okay.
You have to start creating that mindset inside of you. Because we are not we are mind, body and soul, right? तो आपको अपने विचार पवित्र करने हैं, मन पवित्र करना है. Your body needs to be pure. So you start eating sattvic food. Very important, the company you keep. अच्छी संगत में रहिए. At least 3 times a day, अगर आपका गुरु मंत्र है या any mantra that resonates with you, some dhyan, some meditation, some going within must take place. You're preparing yourself to go and access a vibe, for lack of a better word. For a lot of people in this generation, okay, we're going for the vibe. Okay,
good vibes
go for
only.
the vibe. Yeah, so you're going for the vibe. But you're going to access it. It's not just going to happen. You've got to prepare a little bit for it. So you go with that mindset that I'm going to be a part of something and I must try and do it the best way that I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and of course, once you get there, there are pandits to help you. You must try and take a sankalp. Right?
Okay.
A sankalp is like an intention. It's like recording your presence. I'm here to do this. So make sure that it goes quite obstacle free. There are pandits at the Kumbh Mela when you're going to do the snan. They're there to help you do a sankalp if you'd like to. And when you're standing there, obviously the first dip should be towards the east to say, thank you for bringing me here.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me. अगर हमें भगवान ने ये सद्बुद्धि नहीं दी होती तो हम यहाँ आते ही नहीं. Second, हमारे पितरों के लिए है. A lot of people miss that, the importance of our ancestors. Our DNA is a gift from them. So, to face the south and thank them for the fact that you're part of their lineage. हमारे ज्ञात और अज्ञात पितरों की आपको जरूर आशीर्वाद लेना चाहिए. As you go in your life, you need their blessings as well, and they need your cooperation as well. So on, say, a Amrit Snan day like Mauni Amavasya, they're waiting for you, especially if they know that you're at a Tirth Sthal. They will be there, that you've got to do what you've got to do for us too, right? So you shouldn't disappoint them, right? And because the Amavasya Tithi is the day that the sun and moon are one. हमारी आत्मा और हमारा मन एक है. तो on that day, we anyway do all पितृ related कार्य हम उस दिन करते हैं. So अगर आप इतने पवित्र तीर्थ स्थल पे हैं तो आप ज़रूर उस दिन सुबह अपने पितरों का तर्पण कीजिए. This is something that you should make the effort to do. Once you take that dip, it's important in the third dip, I think, to drop some bad habit. First, acknowledge that I have XYZ habits. And ask for forgiveness because we've all sinned. And promise the divine. आप मुझे इतनी शक्ति दीजिए, whether it's आत्म बल, मानसिक बल, that I'm asking for forgiveness and I don't repeat the things that I've already done that are negative, that go against dharma or whatever. So that feeling that forgive me and give me that power, give me that strength, give me that courage not to repeat these things again. So I think that's the intention that one should put out.
Lovely. And मतलब practically हमें क्या कपड़े लेके जाने चाहिए, घाट हैं वहाँ नहीं है. These are questions that are really confusing a lot of people.
I think prepare for the worst.
हाँ.
I think prepare for the worst. You don't know कि कितनी भीड़ होगी, कैसे होगा.
हाँ.
It's also, I would say, your luck. आपके भी कर्म हैं इसमें. So prepare for the worst in the sense that take a change. You may be able to change, you may not be able to change. Be prepared for that.
हाँ.
Right? There are some places there are changing rooms, some places there are not. So maybe take a cover so that if you need to change, you have something. Right? Yeah. The first time I went, I did a snan in a dry fit because it was very cold when I went. It was freezing.
Huh.
So I did what was comfortable, right? Yeah. And I didn't want to wipe myself off.
Yeah.
After the snan. So that was very comfortable.
What was the your reasoning behind it?
Wanted to have it on me a little bit longer, I think. Achha. I think that it was, and there were very distinct feelings that one had after the first and after the second snan, because the second snan was when the Amrit Snan was happening.
Went for the Mauni Amavasya
I went for the Mauni Amavasya Snan. And there was no plan to. I felt a pull, and like most people, लोग पागलों की तरह जा रहे हैं महाकुंभ. एक पागलपन है.
हाँ, जुनून
है. कि I have to do. Even people who I know may not believe or not very usually into all of this, you'll find them going because there is a pull. That place is pulling you.
There definitely there's something magnetic, and I want to share what happened with me when I went for my snan. So I am very spiritual, but मुझे ये सब east, south, west कुछ नहीं पता था. I just did Om Namah Shivaya because I'm a Shiva Bhakt. And I was like, अब मैं क्या करूँ? You won't believe there was a gentleman there, only me and him. He was not a Brahmin, but उन्होंने जनेऊ पहना हुआ था. He said, I'm from a lineage of Brahmins. मेरा कर्तव्य है आपको बताना आप स्नान कैसे करो.
Wonderful.
We have been in the spot and he has guided me step by step.
I also think that it's the place. प्रयागराज की महिमा अद्भुत है. Because वहीं पे you have गंगा, यमुना, सरस्वती का संगम. So it's the only place in the world where you have Hanumanji in Vishram Mudra.
लेटे हुए
Later with
हनुमान.
Hanuman ji. So Prayagraj in itself is Asti Visarjan ka. Prayagraj is the supreme place to do it. So that's why doing the Pind Tarpan, doing the rituals for your ancestors there is, if you're there, you must make the effort to try.
Beautiful. ऐसे कोई surprises या challenges that you hadn't anticipated that happened while you were at the Kumbh?
No, because I went with a very open mind and I went with zero expectations. I was like, if I have to walk, then bring it on. If I have to sleep on the Sangam, bring it on. But the Snan I will do.
Yeah.
That was what I mean, I was going there for 2 days. We'll see how it goes, but I have to do the Snan. So in the lead up to it, the obstacles or the hardships or the just the basic inconveniences here and there was all part of it. And one just accepted it with positivity because I really felt like I am very lucky to be here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I felt like this in itself is a huge deal. So even when I went the first time, I felt like I couldn't. There was a longing to come back and do this again somewhere. I felt like I hadn't done. I'd gone for 2 days. I did pretty much on the list what I had on the list to do. I did try to do most of it. But even then, just being part of a phenomena like this, to see the crowds, to see the sentiments, it was so humbling. It was just
So
wonderful.
that is the mindset anybody who is wanting to go to the Kumbh should have. Just go with the flow and just let the energy take you wherever you're meant to be. पर एक मेरे को आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछना है बिकॉज द शाही स्नान डेज 2 आर स्टिल लेफ्ट, अभी आ रहे हैं, बहुत क्राउडेड होते हैं. सो डू यू रेकमेंड कि लोग शाही स्नान के दिनों पे जाएं या डू दे अवॉइड दोस?
I wouldn't dare to recommend. I think that this is all a calling, and which day you're meant to go is all His grace.
हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं. Even I believe. बुलावा
I
होता
mean,
है.
we think that we're planning it and we're going, but it's meant to happen like that. So obviously, if you're planning, it is a lot easier to do it when it's less crowded. A lot of people are not physically able to do it also.
Yes.
So
Yes.
of course you take that in mind. There is a reason why they are Amrit Snan days. They are more charged days. एक belief है कि on an Amrit Snan day, the water becomes Amrit. It's like Amrit.
Lovely.
So you can believe it, you cannot believe it. If you're meant to access that Amrit and do a Snan in that Amrit, you will do it. By His grace, by His blessings. So I don't think we're really choosing here.
it is, we are not in control. I also feel that.
I think
बुलावा होता है.
Correct. And to be able to be a part of something like this, a lot of people, and that's why I put out that first video when I had just come back from the first time. I had put out a whole, like literally how it went, the sequence of events, but because I wanted people to know that, hey, it's not what you're thinking. It's not that crazy. If you have, अगर आप एक अनुष्ठान ले रहे हैं कि मैंने जाना है, आप कर सकते हो. इतनी भी कोई, मारा मारी नहीं है. The way the crowds were, people were talking about the crowds. Yes, those crowds are there. But on the very special days.
Yeah.
But you can go. Like, don't hold yourself back.
So, हम ना अमृत की बात कर रहे थे. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the mythological...
The itihas.
The itihas and the mythological stories which intrigue all of us around the Mahakumbh. And एक जो कहानी हम बहुत सुनते हैं is about the समुद्र मंथन, कि देवास and असुरास के बीच में बहुत युद्ध हुआ था for अमृत. So आपका, what is your take on the समुद्र मंथन?
So I'll talk about the take on Samudra Manthan in two different ways.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Samudra Manthan and how it's applicable to us today. There is a manthan that is going on inside of us every single day. Our emotions are churned every single day. We all have a darker side to our nature that we have to overcome every single day. So the Samudra Manthan is basically the asurs, the demons और देवता वो साथ आए थे. उन्होंने बहुत कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ किया कि हम दोनों इस समुद्र में से जो रत्न हैं और जो अमृत है उसको हम एक्सेस करेंगे, लेकिन जॉइंट एफर्ट होगा बिकॉज दे वर नॉट गेटिंग एनीवेयर बाय देमसेल्व्स. नाउ देवता जो हैं उनके पास नॉलेज है, विजडम है. जो असुर है उनके पास ताकत है, बल है. तो they came together to do this. But that was on the astral level. If you talk about today, we are all churning inside. हमें पता है कि हमारी बेस टेंडेंसीज हैं, मटीरियलिस्टिक हैं, मोह माया में हम सब डूबे हुए हैं. बट हाउ डू वी राइज अबव? सो दिस अमृत, what is this amrit? These are higher qualities that you want to access. And you can only access them as you are able to overcome जो हमारे षड रिपु होते हैं. एंगर, षड रिपु, जो हमारे 6 इंटरनल एनिमीज हैं. लोह, मोह, माया, मत्सर्य. So we talk about anger, jealousy, greed, delusion. ये हमारे inner enemies हैं जो churn रोज हो रहे हैं. We are inside us, there's a battle going on every day. एक मंथन हमारे अंदर चल रहा है. So we need to rise above that. मंथन के through difficult circumstances in our life, we evolve, we grow. And हमारे अंदर जो रत्न हैं, देखिए समुद्र मंथन में भी 14 रत्न निकले हैं. अमृत भी था. तो हमारे अंदर का जो अमृत है वो तभी निकलेगा when we are able to get over our attachments and our negative tendencies, which is what it's really all about. So this amrit is something that we want to access. Actually, this amrit represents the continuation of life till the universe exists. Immortality. But what is that? I think that would also mean happiness.
Yeah.
Even if I love someone, there is an attachment, right? To be able to take that step back and not identify ये मेरी माँ है, मेरे father हैं, ये मेरे brother है, that attachment that we all face, we have to start rising above it. When we start rising above it, we will be able to access this amrit. So this amrit one can access because of these astrological combinations that come timely every 12 years. And you go there with the idea कि सबसे पहले तो हम, this is like an outside snan to prepare yourself for those changes. It's a recharge. Didn't you feel recharged?
Absolutely.
I felt recharged. I came back the second time and I was a little unwell, but I was very high in spirits.
So जब हम वापस जा रहे थे नौका में, मुझे actually लगा, and I'm not exaggerating, कि I'm feeling lighter.
Yeah.
कि कुछ छोड़ के आ गई हूँ मैं.
Correct.
वो लगा मुझे.
It's supposed to be that clean slate. कि I have come here, I've asked for forgiveness. And who are you really asking for forgiveness from? More yourself.
Yeah.
That I've got to rise above because I've got to rise above for myself. So you're there, you feel a certain sense of surrender. You feel that you've come for a fresh start, to recharge, to not repeat the same things that you've been doing, to rise above those jealousies and angers and attachment, all that we fall prey to in our everyday life. So again, that samudra manthan inside of us, emotions का जो churning चलता ही रहता है, तो उस मंथन को एक आप symbolically लीजिए जैसे आपको ठीक लगे. But we are all here to evolve.
Absolutely.
And you could have everything in your life in the outside world. You could be comfortable and all of that and have a big house. But how are you feeling inside? आपकी आत्मा के लिए ये सब बहुत ज़रूरी है. वरना आप, how will you light that flame inside of you? It is through these activities that you set on that path. And taking a snan at a Tirth Sthal is one such thing.
Another very exciting part of the Kumbh are the akhadas, Naga sadhus, Aghori babas. This is the exciting and, may I say, the entertaining part of the Kumbh.
I don't know how they'd react to being called entertainment.
I was so fascinated. And मैं तो गई थी. I wanted to go to only 2 akhadas and I went. The Juna Akhada and the Kinnar Akhada. And I feel very privileged that I met Lakshmi Narayan Ma, who is the Mahamandaleshwar of the Kinnar Akhada. And Juna Akhada to was an experience in itself.
Yeah.
I met ये चाय वाले बाबा जिन्होंने मुझे बताया, and he showed me videos कि मैं 12 साल से बस चाय पी रहा हूँ, and actually वो viral हो गए हैं. And but he is the most fittest man you'll see.
Wow.
And his form of tap is that he वो ना कहीं पे भी वो पहले तो वो केदारनाथ में रहते हैं, तो जहाँ भी वो रहते हैं, he digs holes in the ground, some 6-7 feet deep holes. उसमें वो headstand करते हैं, सर पे खड़े होते हैं for hours.
Okay.
And that is his form of tap. And he's a
Okay.
Naga sadhu, of
Okay.
course, Juna Akhada.
हाँ.
Then I met this Rudra Baba, जिनके बहुत सारे
रुद्राक्ष.
रुद्राक्ष है. And ऐसे बहुत सारे बाबाज हैं. एक कोई बाबा है जो मतलब he's lying on a bed of thorns. I saw on Instagram. तो ये generally ये जो तप वाले बाबाज जो हैं, what my understanding is these are Naga sadhus. And they are also the ones who don't wear clothes. And ash smear होता है. तो ये why do they do these extreme taps? And why do they not wear any clothes?
Because they've completely surrendered. They've understood life at a very different level. They don't have any attachments. Why should they wear clothes? Why should they even worry about buying something and clothing themselves? So their point is, we've come like this, we're going like this, I would imagine. But there were 13 akhadas that were set up by Adi Shankaracharya for protection of dharma, of Sanatan Dharma. And they were trained in that. They were trained to protect it, die for it if need be. And so they are our protectors, right? And we don't get to see them here and there every day.
Never.
We get to see them during just this congregation. इनको वहाँ इनकी कुछ सेवा करना, इनके साथ बैठ के बात करो ना करो, आप एक वाइब्रेशन एक्सेस कर रहे हैं, आप एक एनर्जी फील्ड एक्सेस कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज दे आर डूइंग वेरी हार्ड कोर. ये हट योगी हैं और ये हार्ड कोर तपस्या कर रहे हैं. इट्स हार्श, इट्स नॉट ईजी, इट्स डिफिकल्ट टू डू. तपस्या करते हैं, साधना करते हैं, एक ऑरा बन जाती है ना आपके अराउंड. तो यू आर एबल टू एक्सेस दैट. You are able to get their blessings. They're there to give you blessings. And so, again, a lot of people would say, why aren't they wearing clothes in order? They don't want to wear. Let them not wear. Again, why judge? You know, just because they may be a little different. See, that's the thing about, I mean, they're hardcore devotees of Mahadev.
Yes.
Mahadev accepts everyone.
Yeah.
Come as you are. Don't be comfortable. And that's why the Amrit Snan days, they go in first to do the Snan.
The Naga sadhus.
Naga sadhu. सबका एक एक टाइमिंग है, वो सब जाते हैं पहले, फिर सब करते हैं. So what in that, even in that water, it's even more charged because you have their Divya Tattva inside that. You know, they're also doing a Snan there. You know, so like Ma Ganga had, I read this somewhere that she said that मैं अपवित्र हो जाती हूँ with so many people coming to do स्नान. And then when these, you know, how do मैं कैसे पुण्य पवित्र हूँ? So I believe Vishnu ji said that when they come to do the स्नान, then आप पुनः पवित्र हो जाएंगी. So, I mean, just in a manner of understanding that they carry that vibration.
Yeah.
They carry that because of their jap, tap, right? They've just given up everything. They're not
Totally
attached.
Detached from
And you're
this
not going to
world.
see them after this, right?
And
They
that is the
disappear.
and
Yeah.
that is the beauty कि आपको कुंभ में ये साधु या अघोरी हो या नागा हो who actually live in the caves of Himalayas मिल सकते हैं.
Sub-zero temperatures with nothing to
Yeah.
wear. I mean, they do things we can never think of doing. The kind of conditions that they
Absolutely.
live in. So again, that's something to get more information about and respect.
And if nothing else, even if someone is from a very logical, scientific bent of mind, अगर आपको लगता है ये faith नहीं है, look at it as a display of infinite willpower. So मैंने ये पढ़ा था autobiography of a yogi में कि महा अवतार बाबा जी, who is the avatar of Krishna, वो आते हैं हर कुंभ. And you and I maybe cannot see him because he's left his body and he's meant to be 2000 plus years old. पर ये जो साधु संत हैं उन्हें अभी भी उनके दर्शन होते हैं.
You know, I mean, even the Naga sadhus there, you don't know what their age is.
Yeah.
You don't know how long they've been around. And through their practices, they are able to increase their longevity. And this is the whole point of that tapas. ये भी कहते हैं कि भगवान शिव खुद स्वयं आते हैं during the Mahakumbh. तो
कुछ तो सच होगा. That
आप सच वही है जो आप सोचते हो कि सच. आपका faith, आपका conviction, आपका एक श्रद्धा क्या है. तो किसी को कहना कि वहाँ भगवान शिव आएंगे तो आप आइए, कुछ लोग जरूर आएंगे, कुछ लोग नहीं आएंगे. बट अगेन आप जा रहे हैं क्योंकि आप जा रहे हैं. आपको क्या मिलेगा वहाँ से उस पर ज़्यादा कॉन्सेंट्रेट ना करते हुए एक एक्सपीरियंस के लिए जाइए. Unfortunately, when it comes to spiritual things or religious things, आप ये करेंगे तो ये होगा.
हाँ.
And that
fear.
No, positively that okay, if I do this much jap, then what will happen? That feeling that there has to be something that I think that when you surrender and you're doing it because say it quietens your mind. हमारी आत्मा की medicine क्या है? It is prayer. It is being involved in spiritual activities. Like you exercise to take care of your body, you read for your mind. मन की शांति और जो आत्मा की शांति है वो ऐसे ही मिलती है. तो आप करें ना करें बट रास्ता तो वही है. तो दिस इज ऑल पार्ट ऑफ इट. तो उसको आप एक्सपीरियंस कीजिए.
नागा साधु से बहुत फैसिनेशन है लोगों को. एंड इवन मोर मिस्टीरियस आर द अघोरी बाबास. एंड बहुत ज़्यादा मिथ्स हैं, मिसकंसेप्शंस हैं कि जो मैंने सुना कि वो बस रात में आते हैं महाकुंभ, यज्ञ करते हैं, स्नान करके शमशान घाट वापस चले जाते हैं. ये मैंने सुना. कोई लोग कहते हैं that they eat the flesh of dead bodies. कोई लोग कहते हैं that they invoke the spirits to get siddhis from them. तो क्या सच है, क्या झूठ है, वो क्यों आते हैं महाकुंभ?
I think they come for the same reason, to access that Amrit Tattva. जिस चीज़ के पीछे देवता, जिस चीज़ के पीछे demons, मतलब इतनी भगदौड़ मच गई थी उस कुंभ के कलश के लिए. तो obviously उसमें कुछ बात है ना कि सब उसको access करना चाहते हैं. But in terms of why they have the ash smeared and all of that, what is this ash? We're all going to be ash one day. So that is that reminder that this is our journey really, and that this extreme attachment we have to who I am, this is my body, this is my mom, this is my dad, that is a delusion. Maya, right? So for them, their mandir is a shamshan. What is happening there? It's just like the only truth of life is that you will pass on one day. That's definitely going to happen, right? So उनके लिए वो शमशान मंदिर है because they're there, they see people come, रोज, that I think that just being there and accessing that vibration is also very liberating. That people come, people go, this is life. Don't get so attached. यूज योर टाइम हियर. आपको ये मानव जन्म किसके लिए मिला है, उसको आप पर्पसफुली यूज कीजिए. एज वी से, लूटना है तो लूट लो, राम नाम है लूट. डोंट वेस्ट योर टाइम हियर. डू समथिंग मोर पर्पसफुल. use that time to evolve. So people do it in different ways, and you've just got to find your own way, because the spiritual path is not like a set trend that if you got to do this, then you got to do this, then you got to do this. You chart your own course.
It's
You've got to
custom
be,
made.
you make it for yourself.
क्योंकि हम अमृत स्नान के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं ना, 2 बड़े स्नान अभी भी रहते हैं. 12th को माघ पूर्णिमा स्नान है, तो उसका क्या स्पिरिचुअल सिग्निफिकेंस होता है?
So the माघ मास में हमारा मौनी अमावस्या का जो स्नान था, अब पूर्णिमा का स्नान जो है, माघ मास अपने में ही एक बहुत ऑस्पिशियस मंथ है. इनफैक्ट प्रयागराज में माघ मास में स्नान करना ही लाइक वी सेड अक्षय पुण्य देता है. सो डूइंग अ स्नान दैट डे माघ मास में, माघ पूर्णिमा पे, विच इज द फुल मून नाइट. तो फुल मून में माघ की पूर्णिमा पे स्नान करने से फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ डिजायर्स, लीड्स टू सैल्वेशन. सो एक्सट्रीमली ऑस्पिशियस टू डू इट दैट डे.
Mahakumbh is concluding with another very auspicious day जो हम मानते हैं, which is महाशिवरात्रि. तो महाशिवरात्रि का एक्चुअली मीनिंग क्या होता है?
So Maha means big, right? Mahakumbh, Mahashivratri. Maha is big, and Shiv Ratri. So we're not talking about the day, we're talking about the night. So this is the most powerful night of Shiva. Actually 12 शिवरात्रि होती हैं साल में.
अच्छा.
बट जो इस टाइम पे आती है, यूजुअली बिटवीन फेब्रुअरी एंड मार्च, वो शिवरात्रि जो चतुर्दशी तिथि होती है, वो महाशिवरात्रि कहलाती है. नाउ दिस हैपन्स व्हेन द सन इज इन एक्वेरियस.
ओके.
एक्वेरियस हमारे कालपुरुष कुंडली के 11th काम कोण, which means desires. Now on a night like Mahashivratri, there's a natural upsurge of energy, and you can feel that Shiva Tattva. I mean, think of it like this: if you're just full of desires, you will not be able to rise above in any way. So to let go of your desires is what Mahashivratri, a day that can actually give you that kind of spiritual kick. So it's the great night of Shiva. It's the night that in the universe, or say the vibrations, or say the air is charged in some way, but the entire configuration is such that you can access that Shiva Tattva a lot more easily. So staying awake, the thing to do on Mahashivratri is to stay awake all night, to sit straight with your spine straight, and simple. If you don't know what else to do, just do the Panchakshari mantra, because the entire upsurge really begins towards the evening. तो हम हर काल में पूजा करते हैं. A kal is 3 hours in that sense. So say from sunset, so 6 to 9 p.m., 9 p.m. to midnight, midnight to 3 a.m., and 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. So that surge of energy you will feel through the night. So you can offer prayers, and we usually offer prayers in each of these kals, and with each kal the energy gets more and more, and it's the night to connect with Mahadev, and that in itself is such a big opportunity.
When you said Panchakshari mantra is Om Namah Shivaya.
Correct.
So to say it out loud, or to
Whatever,
chant
you
it?
can say it out, say it in your mind. You can use a jap mala for that. A lot of people take an anushthan ke hum itni mala karenge. Again, whatever works for you. Even if you just sit and meditate, it's all about going within. I mean, at the end of the day, these practices are all for us. एक मंदिर क्या है? मंदिर, मन का दरवाजा. Man is the mind, and there is a door. So it's just the door to your own mind, where you sit in silence, you close your eyes, you try and, just block out everything. The senses that keep us in this, this circus all day. You close your eyes and access what is within, because taking care of your inner life is what is going to bring that fulfillment, that satisfaction, that peace, that tranquility, because kuch na kuch to chalta hi rahega. There's always going to be ups and downs. But you have to be able to develop that equilibrium. And through these practices, and through powerful nights like
Yes.
these,
Yeah.
you can access
Yeah.
these moments, and that's how your faith also grows.
Thank you, Bani.
It was a pleasure.
It was really a pleasure for me also. It's been such a beautiful conversation. And at the Sangam project, I always ask my guest a big question before ending. And क्योंकि हमने महाकुंभ के बारे में बात करी है, spirituality के बारे में बात की है, I want to end this conversation by asking you, what is the true purpose of our human existence?
I think is to access that Amrit Tattva. And that's why everyone's going to the Mahakumbh, to access those qualities of divinity, those qualities that are inside of us, but they're just boxed in. Let's just say we need to clean them. We need to get them a little squeaky clean. So living a spiritual life is not that you're sitting in a cave, but that just like nature, you surrender, you serve, and live life honestly, make an honest living with purpose. Like every part of nature is geared to only give. I think that makes life truly meaningful. If you join in with nature, don't oppose it, but follow in their footsteps as well. So giving, serving, as every other part of nature does, and just evolving all the same, looking at all our challenges as lessons that are a very important part of our growth, because you don't want to just be stuck in the baser part of life. You want to access something that is beyond. And there is so much beyond. We have no idea what is beyond. So since we have the capability, we've been given this body for higher growth, I think that take care of your spiritual life as well, because lasting happiness only comes from there.
Beautiful. Thank you, Bani, for
Thank
your
you
time.
very
Thank you
much
for
for
listening to the entire episode. If you like this conversation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us. Also, please share your experiences of the Mahakumbh. I would love to hear from all of you. If you have any questions around it, please do drop them in the comments below.